Munch munch, the pork cutlet has a mysterious flavor, however it's still really delicious. Potato salad, I think there's some egg yolk mixed into it. She's trying to be conscientious about the weirdest details. We aren't talking all at all. Sure, she's not really the type who'd start a conversation. Guess you can't really be telling fortunes while you're eating. Chat down my lunchbox to glance sideways. At the exact same time, Fujibashi also looks at me. Our eyes meet. Oh jeez. Wow. Immediately she turns away as she blushes bright red. Does she really need to get so worked up about it? She frantically moves her chopsticks as she stares downward. Thanks for the meal. Not surprisingly delicious. You eat really fast. I don't really think so myself. I think it's just down to how we didn't talk at all, and we're suddenly going on our lunch. When I say that, Fujiyashi still has about half of her lunch left. Well, are you leaving already? Nope, not really. I'll wait until you're done. I'm sorry, I eat slowly. You're a girl, so don't worry about it. I'd actually be pretty bothered if you finished it before me. Really? Yeah, so just eat it slowly. Thank you very much. Seemingly happy, still embarrassed, she moves her chopsticks. There's a grain rice stuck on your face around your mouth. Oh, jeez, this again. Here we go. I've heard her say that. My hand reaches for my mouth. It's over here, she says and reaches her hand toward my face. Her slender fingers touch the edge of my lip. She's surprisingly bold. Got it off. Thanks. Oh no, it's not a big deal at all, she says with a slight abashed smile. Then she brings the grain of rice to her mouth. That's when her expression freezes. Fujibashi? You can tell just by looking, she's blushing so hard on her face it's turning completely red. It's redder than I've ever seen. Oh, well, just now, Okazaki, and so, calm down, Fujibashi. But what have I done? As her eyes begin to water, Fujibashi stands up. I'm sorry. Quickly speeds off with the lunchbox still in her hands. Before I could stop her, she's nowhere to be found. I'm left here all by myself. Well, let's see. Even if I wanted to go after her, I have no idea where she ran off to. Once lunch ends, she'll be back in the classroom anyway. Guess I'll go back first. I sigh and start to wrap up the lunchbox again. Suddenly I hear something cutting through the air. Something rapidly approaching from behind. Instead of turning around, my body moves to the side. Whoosh! Flies through the air where my head was a moment ago and digs into the grass. It's an encyclopedia, volume 1. There's only one person who would do something like this. Q! I turn around as I yell. The first thing I see is Japanese English dictionary flying toward my face. Since I was in the process of turning around, I start my dodge just a split second late. Barely managed to avoid it, but it still scraped my ear. The result, pain, has a frigid feeling to it, telling me how painful the throw was. While I feel shivers run down my spine, I turn to face my attacker. Whoa! You! She looks awfully pissed, holding what I guess is her next bullet, an English-Japanese dictionary. What the hell were you trying to pull? That's my line. Wally, why the hell did you suddenly start throwing dictionaries at me? You made me cry, giving me the so what? What kind of attitude? Huh? Whoosh. Oh gee, stop throwing. Stop dodging or they'll finish you off once you're on the ground. Don't be absurd. You're a worthless piece of shit. And just, what did you say to make her cry? Nothing. Hell, she wasn't even crying. Stop lying. It's true. Weren't you watching? I wasn't trying to. And tell me how you managed to pop up at the perfect time. Well, about that, I happened to walk by coincidence. You're a terrible liar. Anyway, if she wasn't crying, then why was she running away with her face all red? Her eyes were tearing up. And we're back to the beginning again. Case, how much of it did she actually see? Not a big sigh. Wouldn't that be because she was embarrassed? Hey, what the hell are you doing during school? What the hell is wrong with her? Well, I can sort of understand the guys are interested in that kind of stuff. Even so, at school and during lunch of all times. First off, the two of you aren't even going out yet, and you're already... I think that's just wrong. But... Jeez, I'm killing you myself. She's gonna lynch me? Calm down, I didn't do anything at all. Rather, it's more like she was the one who... She did. Well, were you doing something like that? I really want to know what's running through her head right now. Well, if you really are a gentleman, you should reprimand her for that kind of thing. What are you talking about? You know, even though you two are twins, your personalities are nothing alike. Guess you two are always so kind of similar in other ways. Is that a compliment? Nah, like I said, kind of. I'm killing you after all. Grips the Kanji dictionary in her hand very tightly and steps forward. Calm down, jeez. All she did was take off a grain of rice that was stuck into my mouth. Rice? Yeah, it was around here. Point to the edge of my lip. Vijaya touched. And she ate the grain of rice. Who did? Your sister. And... that's it. That's it. It sure didn't seem like that was just a that's it to her. Ah, yeah. Well, I guess it kind of stuff does get her pretty worked up. And that's all there is. Looks like she accepts it this time. And cue the now empty lunchbox. Oh, you finished all of it? It was surprisingly delicious, thanks. Can't really say I like that surprisingly part. It really was delicious though. Well, of course. Pork cutlet in particular, that was really good. It's not how it's normally made, right? It's kind of hard, had a subtle yet familiar taste to it. Yeah, the secret ingredient is a trade secret. But if you liked it so much, I guess it was worth making. Want me to make it again? Oh, well, wait, I didn't mean to do that. Save. Where were we? Okay, we're saving there. Really? You will? Well, I'm not going to make it every day, but if I have the ingredients left over, I'll make you some extra while I'm at it. While you're at it, huh? If you had a problem with that, I won't make it. No, if you're making me some, then whatever's fine. Getting a free meal is nice. Rather than that, be happy you're getting a handmade lunch. I'm so happy. Yay, some handmade lunchbox. I'm going to put something really weird in your next lunchbox. I'm sorry, it's my fault. Finally found you. Huh? What are you doing out here when someone's running errands for you? The curry bread and croissants sold out, so I had to go outside to buy them. I went everywhere to find them. After I got back to the classroom, the two of you aren't in there anymore. Wait, what's with that lunchbox? This? Don't tell me the two of you actually have that kind of relationship. Huh? I'm just kidding, it's nothing. Stop saying stupid things and give me my bread. You're still hungry? A small lunchbox like that isn't enough to fill me up. Geez, what else could I have done? That lunchbox is just right for me. You truly are. Huh? I'm just kidding, it's nothing. The first bell rings. Students return to the classroom one by one as they chit-chat to prepare for afternoon classes. Sit down on my chair while watching. Fujibayashi still hasn't returned. Just where did she go? As far as I know, she's always returns her seat to prepare for the next class when the first bell rings. Somewhere reserved man at the door opens. Shortly thereafter, I see a hand. Something then slowly starts to peek in the classroom. It's Fujibayashi. Nervously peeks inside. And our eyes meet. Her face immediately turns red. I thought she would run away without entering the classroom, but instead she swiftly heads to her seat. She sits down and clumsily puts away her lunchbox in her bag and takes out the textbooks in place. She steals a glance at me. Of course our eyes meet again. Flustered, she faces forward. You can easily tell that her body is very stiff. She doesn't really have to be that worked up about it. I think I do nothing about sigh. Tap, tap, tap. Here we go again. I am walking down the hallway by myself. I'm holding a school bag, and it's after school, so it's not really a problem. Tap, 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 tap. I stop to look behind me. Far away, the cue's there. She's holding her hip, staring at me. Grudgingly, I start walking away. Tap, 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 tap. I can't help but keep sighing. Even though the school bag in my hand is quite thin, it feels awfully heavy. It's been a while since I've gone home so melancholically. I sure don't learn, huh? Shake my head as if tormenting myself for my foolishness. This already happened once just yesterday. The front gate, huh? I say my destination out loud and my shoulder stoops. At this point, I can't even sigh anymore. About 10 minutes ago. Oh, Kazak, let's head home. Yeah. Response to Sunahara's call, I take my skill bag and stand up. Clatter. Oh, there you are. Wow, cute Fujibayashi. What are you doing here? Your sister's already gone. I know, I saw her in the hallway. Why are you here? Heh. Looks at me with a grin behind which I can sense she's hiding something. Seeing that grin, I have the sudden tinge of uneasiness. Sunahara, let's go. But wasn't Q looking for you? Of course not. Yeah, but of course I was. Let's go. Wait up, that's important. Let go of me. I have nothing to say. Well, I do. Could it be that I'm in the way? Oh yeah, you really are. Hurry up and leave. It would be nice if you could just be a little nicer when you say that. Hurry up and leave. Your smile really hurts my feelings. As for you, Tomoya, you can't leave yet. Why is that? She faces me with a puzzled look, drags me toward her, clings onto my arm firmly, perhaps to show how she definitely won't let go. Then her face inches near my ear and she starts talking softly. She's waiting for you at the school gate. Who is? You know, don't you? It's the pairing you up with Ryu Plan Part 2. Gives me thumbs up and looks at me with devious grin. I'm leaving through the back gate. Let's go. No way, she says and tightens her grip. Let go. No. I'm not going. Go, please. I'm not. Go. This isn't getting anywhere, and it's just a waste of time. By the way, Q, you feeling up for going? It's touching, you know. Touching? What is? It's kinda soft. Her face turns red instantaneously. She moves away and flustered across her arms as if she's trying to cover her breast and glares at me. But why you? Hey, hold on a sec. I didn't do anything wrong. I don't need to have. I'm pissed. I should be the one who's pissed. She's so absurd. To begin with, she's the one who pulled me over to her breast. Guess I did get something out of it. How does that put me in the wrong? Well, since it looks like I'm really in the way, I'm leaving now. Oh, you're still here? Scram. Please, just be a little more gentle. If you don't disappear within 3 seconds, I'm pulling your eyebrow hairs out of you one by one. Yes, I'll disappear now. Hold on, I'm coming too. I told you you aren't going. Oh, Kazaki, I'll say this as a friend. You should choose your girls wisely. Huh? What? Am I wrong? Stop blabbing nonsense. Get out of here already. Yes. Sunahara leaves the classroom as fast as he can. As we look at him running away, Q and I sigh. Hey, he's not supposed to leave without me. I guess it worked out just fine. Bet this was destined to happen. I'm leaving. If I start running after him now, I should be able to catch up. Put my bag under my arm, try to take a step. At the moment. In the end, Yuhei, eh? Can't do anything by yourself, eh? What do you mean? Oh, I was just thinking you're chickening out. What's that? When it comes to it, you can't even take a girl home, huh? Well, you're either born with it or not, so I guess you can't help it. Well, that just makes you even more of a loser than Yuhei, I guess. Kiwi sighs exaggeratedly, raises her hands up to her shoulder and shrugs. I am even more of a loser than Sunahara. Never before in my life have I heard such humiliating words. Fine, let's do it. My body wobbles as I take my step. School gate, right? Yeah, yep. Oh boy. And then back to the zapping. And now she got me good. Again, it wasn't until I stepped out of the classroom that I came to my senses. My steps feel heavy. Perhaps I should wait somewhere for Fujibayashi to give up and leave. 25th. Be nice and head to the gates. Alright, well, guess I'll go. The sun already hanging somewhat low paints the scenery red. The shadows stretch long on the ground. Very close, stretching all the way to my feet, unlike how far away she herself is. And within this depressingly colored scenery, there she is, leaning against the wall of the front gate. She's holding her bag with both her hands and looking down at the ground. This is probably the same setup as lunch yesterday, right? That's supposed to be that invite her to go home together. Make up my mind, grabbing hold of my bag again, I start walking over the school gate. Ah! Fujibayashi notes me and looks up. Her cheeks are tinted in a different shade of red than the setting sun. Sorry, have you been waiting? No, not at all. I only just got here. Liar. Didn't you leave the classroom long before I did? Embarrassed, Fujibayashi eyes flit about uneasily. Her mouth opens as if to say something, but nothing comes out, perhaps due to her shyness. Well, let's head home. Yes. Under the sunset, the asphalt turns dark violet. So at the point in the season where it gets cold once the sun sets, cool breeze blows by, bringing it with it the scent of the evening. Within it, the two long shadows continue to move at a steady pace. One of which belongs to me and the other to Fujibayashi. There has been no conversation. I turn my eyes towards her, my head still facing forward. With her face still red, Fujibayashi walks as she looks down at her feet. I suppose if I don't start a conversation, this will only continue. It's suffocating. In any case, let's start to talk about something she's good at. Hey, Fujibayashi. Yes? Fujibayashi's head turns this way so quickly that it makes me think that's gotta hurt. I can also somewhat tell that her face is blushing even more. So you like fortune telling, don't you? Ah, yes. Why's that? Even if you ask me why, well, does it have some special meaning to you or something? That's not really it, but, well, it's because I'm a girl, she says while peeking at me to see my reaction. That's supposed to be an answer? How girls like fortune telling at the genetic level. She's saying that pretty confidently too. Isn't that only true when it's your fortune being told? I don't think every girl likes to be the one telling the fortunes. Is that so? You're the one I know in school who's doing it you're the only one I know in school who's doing it, as a matter of fact. But it's fun to tell fortunes too. Even though it's about the other people and it makes me nervous, I actually like it. Well, different people enjoy different things differently. Ah, suddenly as if a light bulb had gone off in her head. Fujibayashi raises her voice. She reaches her hand into her shirt pocket and from it lifts out her prized deck of cards. Okazaki-kun, do you have fortune that you want to be told? What's for dinner tonight? Okay, I got it. Nods quickly with a satisfied grin and starts shuffling her deck. Gets really excited when she starts telling me fortunes. Wait, how's she gonna tell what I'm having for dinner with cards? Despite my worries, Fujibayashi slowly pulls out 2 cards. Aren't I supposed to be the one pulling out cards? Okazaki-kun's dinner tonight is... Oh, this is amazing. You'll have a full course French dinner. No way that she got that one right. Mind if I ask you something? Yes? How did you get that from cards to me having French tonight? Well, these 2 cards, her slender fingers hold up the 2 cards. Ace of Hearts and the King of Spades. With an ace and a king, we have both the beginning and the end, which means completeness. And that's where you get the full course, huh? The King of Spades. He looks like Pierre with his elegant beard. Who? Something like a French gentleman, I guess. Well, even if you ask me, I've never seen a king that had a shabby beard anyway. Well, anyway, going by that fortune, I guess my dinner will be fit for a king. Yes, I see. Guess that means dinner tonight is gonna be very good. Well, if it comes down to it, I can always just skip dinner. What is it? May I ask you a question too? Says with her eyes fixed to the ground. Perhaps it is something hard to ask. Yeah, I don't mind. No, good, okay. Her shoulders stoop a little. She glances at me with upturned eyes. How should I put this? Don't just stay quiet. You have something to ask, don't you? Sorry. Apologize, her body shrinks. So, what is it? Well, is this, is this, the date? A date? Even though we're all doing is walking home together? Well, Honey-chan said that walking home from school together is kind of like a date. Said if you didn't really feel anything in particular, you wouldn't have to come with me. So, that's why her eyes dart side by side and fluster as if she's perplexed by what she herself said. Then, I'm sorry, it must be bothering you. This is the conclusion she had reached. This is my first time doing something like this, so I'm not really sure what I should say. I am really happy about that. Well, he invited me, Okazaki-kun. Oh boy. It has to be really boring to walk home with me. I'm sorry. You know, I scratched my head in a sigh. Want me to take a want to take a detour somewhere? Start walking, leaving behind Fujibayashi, who's at a loss. Takes a bit of time, but I start hearing footsteps behind me. After a while, Fujibayashi is walking next to me. You know, this might not be appropriate to say, but your sister's pretty popular, right? Yes. Since you two are twins, you look exactly alike. So don't you think you have the potential to? You have potential to? Is that so? Well, it's just a random thought of mine, but it really depends on how you think about it, no? Like just now, I don't think it's good that you see everything negatively. I'm sorry. I don't think you should apologize right away like that too. She almost apologized again, but quickly silences herself. Seeing how she timidly looks at me, I burst out in laughter. How about if you tried to look at things in a more positive light? Positive? Yeah, your pessimism comes from your personality. So you probably can't do anything about that, but I think you can probably change the way you think. Okay. See, we're walking home together right now. If I really didn't want to, I wouldn't be walking next to you right now. Have a little more confidence in yourself. That's right. Even though I'm walking home with Fujibayashi because Q asked me to, I'm the one who made the decision. It's not like she forced me into doing it. I had the choice to refuse. Confidence. Okay. I don't know if I can really manage, but, well, if that's what you're telling me to do, Okazaki-kun, then I'll try my best. Yeah. So, what now? Anywhere you wanted to go? Well... Again, she looks down at the ground with her shoulders stooped. Weren't you gonna try your best? Anywhere is fine. Is that in that case? Shouts, scream, and bangs bombard me from every direction. Loud electronic sound can be heard everywhere. The game arcade. Two of us are standing in front of a cabinet and it's closed in a vinyl curtain. Photo stickers? What the fuck is that? Photo stickers. I then found Japanese game posts to do small decorative photo stickers. Photos for taking passport pictures. Step photo booth allows the user to customize the end result by drawing a picture and adding additional effects. Okay. I guess I kinda get it. It's kind of a fortune telling. It's a kind of fortune telling called horoscope. What? Horoscope. To put it simply, it's, well, something like an astrological map. I don't get it. I'm sorry. Well, an astrological map is a diagram representation of what the sky looks like at a given moment. Kind of fortune telling that tells you a person's luck of fortune or future by calculating her positional relationship with the stars using the map. There are quite a few different moments that can be used, but usually the astrological map of the time the person was born is used for fortune telling. Well, like I said, I don't get it. Make it concise and easy to understand. It's fortune telling using stars. Just say so in the first place. So, you want to try that? Well, eyes look hesitant as if she's trying to gauge my feeling. However, it seems her mind is already one with the fortune-telling cabinet. She's glancing in its direction, probably holding back because of me. Jeez. I sigh and walk forward. Ah. There's a short, pitiful sound. What are you doing? Aren't we doing it? The fortune telling. Ah. Different sound than the one just now. Trots along behind me. I flip over the vinyl curtain, stand in front of the cabinet. The curtain blocks the light outside, and the inside of the cabinet is illuminated only by the monitor's bluish-white light. It feels like we're in a mysterious space. Faint background music is playing. On the monitor, the planets of the solar system, Earth included, spin around the sun. This is a nice atmosphere. Yes. Is it accurate? I wonder. It's my first time trying one of these too. I see, well, 300 yen for 2 people having their fortune told together, huh? Ah, yes. It's okay, I'll pay. I stop Fujibayashi, who's trying to take her wallet out, grab some coins from my pocket. Clang, clang, clang. Blump. Once I entered the money, the planets of the monitor gather in the center as if they're being sucked in the sun. I then hit the start button. The screen fades to white and the name input screen is shown. What do we do? Type our names in? I think. We're supposed to use this crystal ball. This. Center of the cabinet is an artificial crystal ball. Looks like we type our names in by rolling it. Cursor shaped like a feather begins to move as the crystal ball rotates. Roll, 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 plump. Yep. Yes, roll in some more. Once we finish typing in our names, I moves on to gender selection menu. The symbols for male and female are now floating on the screen. Well, this isn't anything difficult. I move the cursor toward the male and hit the enter button. Next, I need to punch in my date and time of birth. Wait, how am I supposed to know exactly when I was born? I think you just put an approximation there. I guess. In that case, I'll just throw something in there. Let's say I was born at 9 a.m. Next, a map of Japan is shown on the monitor. Where was I born? Top left corner of the screen, latitude and longitude of where the cursor pointed at is shown. I think you just give the general location here too. Yeah. Well, it's probably born in the area, so let's just say about here. I wonder what I was supposed to do if I was born outside the country. Monitor flashes to white and the name input menu is shown once again. And it's your turn. Yes. Places her hand on the crystal ball and panic. Roll, plump. What? Roll, plump. What? Difficulty, she moves the cursor to enter her name, passes by her name several times, finally arrived at the letter U on the screen. It took her twice as long as it took me. Next to the male and female symbols. What's the matter? Nothing, it's okay. It says move the crystal ball. Cursor shakily moves towards the male symbol. Are you like that? Symbols for guys. Oh, well, that's not it, I'm a girl. Could it be you don't know what those symbols mean? I mistake those two sometimes. They, well, look alike. They do. Besides, didn't you see me picking male just now? Okay, the one for guys has something like an arrow pointing out, right? Yes, it does. That represents the arrowhead. An arrowhead? Which means since it's something used for hunting, it represents a man. I see. Does that make it easier to remember? Yes, that makes it easier to remember. So, which one are you picking? It'd really bug me if you picked male. This one over here. Flurry Fujibayashi quickly rolls a crystal ball, moving the cursor to the female symbol. And the screen for inputting the date and time of birth appears. She inputs her details one character at a time with shaky, uncertain movements. September 9th, huh? Ah, yes. Nods as she inputs her time of birth. The cursor wavers about unevenly, moving with a clear purpose. You actually know when you were born? Yes, I asked my mother. How would you ask her that? Well, I thought I would need it for fortunes. Do you know this? Do you do this kind of fortune telling yourself? Yes, sometimes. I see. Bet's way off. I swallow the words before I say them. Since she's doing this because she likes to, it'd be mean for me to say it. After a bit of time, Fujibayashi finishes inputting her place of birth to